This is Channel Attitude. Your voice. Your right. Your freedom.
Big Vito and Noel, a married couple with a podcast. They're in love, if you couldn't tell. They pick on each other, but it never lasts. Vito loves sports, the beach and lifting. Noel loves books, Batman and Disney, like Sonny and Cher, but way more stressful. I love Lucy, if Ricky could wrestle. Big Vito and Noel, a married couple with a podcast. Big Vito and Noel.
Hi guys, welcome to Mr. versus Mrs. 2022. It's a whole new season, a whole new round of fighting between me, the Mrs. part, Noel LaGrasso, against him, former WCW Hardcore Champion, Big Vito LaGrasso. Are you ready for a new season of pounding?
Fucking pound you already.
Yeah.
How you doing, everybody? How's everything? Hope everybody's having a great new year. I hope you have a lot of good beginnings. I hope you have everything you want coming true for you this year. It's good to be back here in the new year. It was our first podcast of the year. So, Noel, take it away. And
Well, unfortunately for you,
go ahead.
as we jump into the 2022 season of Mr. versus Mrs., you have your first loss of the year. And technically, I guess, your last loss of last year, because you lost last week's vote. They said, no, Vito, you should not buy the robes from Versace. In fact, I got inboxed by several people, thank you, Mike, who said I should sell the robes you already got. People cannot believe that you want to spend that much on robes. Robes.
Listen. We're shopping at Versace today.
I heard you made an account of some kind today. What did you do today that you said?
No, babe. See, like, I've had a Versace account.
I know you have.
Anyway, people, for some people who don't care about how their husband feels, thank you.
Not when it comes to your 4K Versace card, I don't.
There was Versace underwear on sale.
I thought you wore those Danny Miami panties.
Yeah. So when I saw this sale for Versace underwear, of course I clicked over.
Oh no.
Versace underwear, they had one color for $37. Of course they didn't have my size, right?
Of course
Sold
not.
out.
The extra large, extra long.
So I click over to the other ones, the other colors.
Right.
I start putting them in the cart, right? Because I thought they were $37. And I said, fuck, my dream come true. I have Versace underwear. Who wears Versace underwear? Right?
Who has $37 pair of underpants? You.
I do. Anyway, when I looked at how much they really are, they were $75. So as fast as I clicked them in the cart, that's as fast as I unclicked them. There wasn't even a save for later. It was
Usually you save for later. You
No.
actually deleted them. So the only
did.
pair that was $35, let me have another sip of your drink, was not in your size. Oh,
No. So I'll have to wait for another sale.
I'm so sad for you. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So sad for you. Let me shed a tear. So sad for you. Vito,
Yeah.
since this is the new year,
No.
and this was your suggestion, you wanted to do New Year's resolutions as a vote. Now, I'm trying to figure out how we should do this as a vote. Like, who has the better New Year's resolution, or who has one you think will actually come true? I don't know. What would you say?
Should you have them or shouldn't you have them? Do people actually work on their New Year's resolution, or they are so into it on the first day, just like, that's it, I'm going to get back in the gym. Every
That's the
son
big
of
one.
a bitch is in the friggin' gym, you fake ass bastards. Fucking on every piece of cardio, don't know what you're doing. In there, taking up space for the first day. Second day,
They're gone.
cricket.
They're gone by the
cricket.
second day. Well, let's take it this way. Did you have a New Year's resolution last year? I did. I said it on the show.
You what?
I had a New Year's resolution for last year. Did you have one for last year?
I don't remember, babe, because I tried it. You know, it's kind of tough for me because I try to live a positive life and do good things all the time, right? You say I'm going to live my dreams. So having a Cadillac, having a Mercedes, you know, you always would like to make more money. I would like to go back to wrestling, which I'm doing, right?
I mean, you're back now.
I'm back wrestling.
Officially.
You know, trying to get, you know, promoted at your job, you know, which everybody would like. Would you move into a new job? Would you take a chance to leave your present job? Yes, I pulled up the Versace account and I looked.
That's what I was talking about. You were looking for Versace jobs. See, I'm not crazy. I knew what he was talking
There
about.
are Versace jobs that I was thinking about applying for and actually working for Versace. Yeah, seriously, guys.
Vito has this thing where, like, if he says he's going to do something, even if you're like, why would you? Like, if Vito told me tomorrow, I would really like to work at Burger King. And I'd be like, why do you want to work at Burger King? And he would go, I just always felt like I wanted to make Whoppers. And then I go, oh my God, Vito's going to work at Burger King. And it doesn't matter, like, what he would get paid or what his benefits would be. If Vito gets it in his head that he wants to make Whoppers at Burger King, even if he only does it for a year, he'll do it. You did it with Disney. Oh, I want to work at Disney. Okay. All of a sudden, Vito's working at Disney. It's just what he does. So if he tells you he wants to work at Versace, he may work there next week. We don't know.
Guys,
it's
when
like,
I say I'm going to do something and I put my head to it, I'm going to do something.
and it does not matter what it is.
Does not matter.
It doesn't matter. He will just do it.
I do it.
Move this a little closer.
Guys, you know, it's funny because like I'm probably one of the few people who actually fulfill everything he says he's going to do. It's like, you know, you don't bullshit. You say you're going to get in great shape, you get in great shape. You say you're going to go back and do something, I'm going to do something, right? Like the car situation, right? I said I wanted to have A, B, and C. And I got a Cadillac and a Mercedes, and you know, and I'm like, all right, the only thing I'm missing is a truck. You know, the truck I said I was going to get last year, I'll get it this year. I'll get it.
Hot wife.
I got that 10 years ago.
You did. You did get that 10 years ago.
So-
Longer than that.
Yeah.
And how long have we been together now? 13 years?
No, babe, we just started.
Oh my God. It hurts me
Anyway.
to hear.
Anyway, but when it comes down to what you say you're going to do in life, and I say, okay, I'm going to do this. So this year, let's see, I'd like to acquire a Range Rover, yo.
No, because you only want to go in and get ass, bro, get a Range Rover, and you don't buy cars for movie quotes. Like, you just, who does that? You also told me you were going to get your dad's boat because it's from Step Brothers. You live your life by Step Brothers. I don't know how somebody does that. You do.
Cadillac, Mercedes, my dad's boat.
Yeah, he's been doing that for weeks now. I don't know.
But,
I think New Year's, though, Vito, with you, I'm with, like, me, is like we don't really set like resolutions, but more like goals. Like I have like goals, like, you know, I'm not going to say one of mine, but you know what it is. I have a goal that I want to achieve for you. Last year, my one was I wanted to make sure I got out more because I sometimes let my pain and my illness keep me in the house all the time. Right. And I ended up being able to go, and you and I did things, went to Old Town. I went to Disney a few times. I went out with the girls for a weekend, which I never do. I went back home a couple times, stayed for 2 months or whatever, different times. Like, you know, I never do that. No, I stayed more than that. Actually, I spent about 3 months in Pennsylvania past year. So I set that as more of a goal and not a resolution. I think of resolutions more as like saying, I want to quit smoking or I want to quit drinking, or like almost more of like a massive change. A goal is like I'm working to achieve throughout the year, but like saying I want to quit smoking is like I want to quit smoking. I'm not going to smoke, and that's my thing for the year. Not that either of us smoke, but I'm saying,
You know,
that's how I feel. New Year's resolution as opposed to a New Year's goal.
see, like I have, like like when it comes to goals, right? Let's see. I would like to have a getaway house on by the beach. That's one of my things. I would like to buy a Range Rover. That's another thing. That list that I have at Versace is still in my grab bag.
Vito,
I'm gonna press click. I
Vito.
know it.
You are. Do you remember the time you accidentally ordered the expensive watch and then you're like, oh my God, I think I ordered it. And then it showed up and I was like, well, why didn't you send it back? Because you accidentally clicked. And you were like, no, it's okay. And then just walked away with this watch. I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to start clicking and be like, oh, Vito, I made a big mistake. You were like, oops. You've done it with sunglasses too. Oops.
No, I never did with sunglasses.
Yeah, you did. You ordered 2 pair instead of 1 pair, and then you went, oops. You did it this year.
No, but sometimes you have things in the basket. You order stuff and you don't remember it's in the basket. And you just hit fucking click because you need it real quick. And I'm like, oh, fuck it.
I've done that. Amazon's super easy to do that with.
It's easy.
Super
And that's where I buy a lot of my stuff. But this is Versace.
You and your Versace. Your goal this year should be to cut back on your Versace. That should be your New Year's resolution. I will cut back on my high-end Versace purchases.
I will cut back on my Versace after I make this purchase.
Well, how far are you up now, panties? Like, what are you, like in the billions already? You were at 4K last I saw the cart. Now you're adding $75 underwear.
No, I took them out.
So what are you at now? 4K? What are you at now?
3K.
That is not better. How about getting under a K? Don't ask me about my business K. I know. Get under.
The things I want is just not.
What? Can't you be satisfied with what life has given you so far?
I need things.
Yeah, you don't need things. You have everything. You know how hard you are to shop for? You'll say things like, well, just use my Amazon wish list. Then he doesn't update it. Or he's got things that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like sneakers and watches. And then you go, what do I get him? I go out on my own. I branch off. I still have to spend a lot of money, but at least he doesn't end up with one gift, his $1 million freaking watch or something. You say, oh, people don't shop my wish list. What's on your wish list?
Oh my God. Have you ever heard so many complaints in your life that you just
It's not complaints. It's facts, dude. It's facts.
But if I have good taste, what do you want?
I don't know if necessarily everybody would agree with your taste. Some people don't like the Versace look. Some people think that Baroque look is a little bit much, a little tacky. Some people think that. I'm not saying me because I have Versace in my closet.
What should I do? Spend my money on albums?
Are you going to pick on Vince? Vince just put over your stuff on Twitter and you're going to pick on him. It's a shame. It's a shame. Already in the new year, shouting on Vince. No, it's a bigger thing. Mine's not cold and it's just water.
She'll talk all this shit about me and then she wants my drink. See, no, my drink.
You drink my drink all the time.
Versace.
The whole thing that's been going on for the last few weeks is stealing each other's drinks because I'll have like an Arnold Palmer tea and I'll put it down and I'll get up.
No, I don't drink the Arnold Palmer tea.
No, it's not Arnold Palmer. It's and you have, but it's
my energy drink.
The
herbal.
The herbal tonic thing. But you've done it with other stuff too, because you did it with you did it with my Fireball and Diet last night.
What did I do with it?
Sip it. And I said, stop drinking my drink.
I did that on purpose.
But I told you were doing it on purpose. And you said, no, I'm just thirsty. Now it all comes out.
Baby.
Now it all comes out on the first podcast of the year. He's been doing it on purpose. I'll put a drink down and I'll walk away for a second. I come around the corner. He's finishing my drink. I'm like,
as she's turning the corner.
Yeah, like he waits till so I was like, fine then. So I start drinking his drink. But the other day I was kind. I was trying to make it stop. If you notice, you went to lay down after you were out playing softball. And I took your little tonic and I put it right in the refrigerator and I closed the door and I left it and I didn't drink it. That was a peace offering. What did he do? He drank my Diet Fireball. And now he's going to complain that I'm taking sips of his drink when I'm parched. And he knows I don't feel well. Really? Really? At least I'm asking permission, not drinking it real fast as I walk around the corner and then crunching the can up in my face.
Okay, so now go with your other beef. She has so many terrible things.
Well, I want to start the New Year's out right, and I want to air grievances. I missed Festivus. So this is basically my Festivus.
The other beef that she has.
And it's huge.
All right. So I clean our house and I do a good job of it. And I clean the whole house, shower, all bathrooms. We have 3 bathrooms. I do them all. So I wipe down our doors and a lot of things with Pine Sol. Like once a week, I try to. Right? I keep up with it. She hates Pine Sol. She says, why don't you get the lemon scent? I said, but I've been using Pine Sol for like forever. Pine Sol is what you clean with.
I hate the smell of regular Pine Sol. I liked when you used the Fabuloso. What happened to the Fabuloso?
Baby!
Ow, my head. Sorry. Give me 5 seconds.
Hey, don't ask me about my business.
I'll punch you in the throat. Sorry. My head's hurting. No, listen. What happened to the Fabuloso you were using? I hate Pine Sol smell. I don't have a real Christmas tree. I don't like the smell of pine. Like if it's like a nice mixture and a candle, they call it Christmas wreath or something, I'll be okay with it. But I don't like the smell of pine. And it makes me cough. I got asthma. Okay. I'm a big nerd. Yeah, I got asthma. Whatever. You did what this morning?
Wiping the doors down, washing the toilet.
Was I sleeping while you were doing it? And then you started wiping the pines on.
Baby, been sleeping forever.
No, I was up all night. I didn't go to sleep until almost 6
But babe,
a.m.
I get up and I have to do these things. I can't. You're never up during the day, so I have to clean the house.
I am up during the day. It's not about
You're
that.
not up. You slept all day today.
Doesn't matter. Don't come in the room and clean with Pine Sol. You have 23,000 square feet of house and an outside that you can wipe down without wiping. And I was in the guest room. I wasn't even in because I wanted to be nice and let you sleep because I toss and turn and I'm all over the place. And I said, you know what? I want my husband to be able to sleep. He's also taking a habit up of screaming in the middle of the night for no reason. Have no idea what that's about. But I said, I'm going to go sleep in the guest room. I'm surprised he's not screaming Gumad. I think that's what he's trying to form his sentence into in his sleep. It sounds like that. You go, Gah! And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, you do it every night now. Wedding Crashers, the other movie you base your life on. Anyway, so I, out of the kindness of my little New Year's heart, went into the guest room and I said, I can't sleep. I didn't wake you up. I was in pain. I was sick last night. I did not wake him up once. Not once. I let him sleep. About 6 o'clock in the morning, I finally get enough medicine in there that I can pass out, right? 8 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Pine Sol all over the door and all over the floor. And then I start coughing. And then you know what? I hate Pine Sol. And I told him, I said, why can't you just get lemon or Fabuloso?
It wasn't 8 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock.
The first time you woke me up was 8 o'clock. The second time was 10
And how do I wake you up every morning?
Should we talk about how you woke me up on, well, you didn't wake me up, woke yourself up on New Year's. Should we talk about that?
How do I wake you up all the time?
You jump on top of me.
I jump in
naked.
And I kiss your face and I say, good morning, honey.
You go like this. Come here. I'll give him a demi. I go, that's what you do every morning.
It's so bad, right?
He bites me every morning.
So bad to show love to your wife in the morning.
Can we talk about what you did on New Year's Eve?
What did I do on New Year's Eve?
You know what you did. I've been laughing about it for days.
Because I work and then I went to play ball and I was up all day. And then I spent time with my wife because we made popcorn. We were watching TV together. We had a couple of drinks. I didn't sleep for over 24 hours. I finally said, all right, I got to lay down. Let me lay down.
You went to sleep at like 8.
8 or 7.
7, I think 7.
So I took a quick snooze. But during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I get a total maybe of 12 hours sleep. I don't sleep.
I told them, I was like, I'm used to his sleeping on Friday because he works. So I'm used to that. It's not like a big deal or anything. And it's New Year's and we're adults. Like, who cares? Plus, Cobra Kai was out and I was on a binge. So I was fine with it. Excuse me. I told you I need to keep drinking.
So, so I got up. It was New Year's. So I came running in the room. I didn't put anything on.
I was in the guest room.
And I felt bad. I said, I thought I missed New Year's. I said, oh, hey, babe, Happy New Year's. And I came hugging and kissing her. She goes, no, it's still time.
It was when you said, did I miss it? That I thought it was the cutest thing in the world.
Did I miss New Year's? I didn't want to miss New Year's. I wanted to be up with her. So
he was an hour early. He came running in the room. I'm watching my Cobra Kai on the thing. And he came running in the guest room and he goes, did I miss it? And he jumps on top and he's like, Happy New Year. And I was like, you're an hour off. But he stayed up for the hour. I was impressed.
Yeah, we stayed up until 1 o'clock. So, I got up. We spent New Year's. Everything was cool. But I tried to make it so, during the week between, job, working, cleaning, doing stuff, working out, trying to get everything done. I just, I'm always running. So Friday night is the day that I usually catch up on my sleep.
And do you know my theory on why it is Friday you catch up to your sleep? And it's your fault that I think this. It's 100% his fault why I think this. Because every Thursday he reminds me that it's Thursday and it's Gumad Day. And I think Gumad night, excuse me. So I think in my head, oh boy, he's tired because Thursday was Gumad night. And he didn't even work probably. He probably took a Gumad to my spot at Old Town. And then I get mad. And then he sleeps. And then I think, well, let him sleep because he was probably with a Gumad Thursday night. I'll let him sleep.
Thursday night, Gumad night. Ha ha.
Fabuloso. I don't care about your Thursdays, but don't claim with Pine Sol. I can't. I hate it. I hate the pine sol. I hate the smell. It's so reminds me of somebody's grandmother's.
So let's change the vote. Okay. This is what we're gonna do, guys.
You're changing your New Year's resolution vote.
Yeah, we're gonna change the vote. Okay. Pine Sol or Fabuloso? You have 5 days to vote.
You're really changing the vote to Pine Sol or Fabuloso?
Let's do household stuff. You have 5 days. Fabuloso or Pine Sol?
Pine Sol stinks. I don't want to be stuck.
Everybody here watching, and the millions and millions, all grew up with fucking Pine Sol.
I didn't grow up with Pine Sol.
My mother didn't use
Pine Sol. I'm not Amish. I'm Irish.
Amish.
No, Irish.
So, guys, you have 5 days to vote. Okay, it's Pine Sol or Fabuloso. Do you want to be Fabuloso with Fabulous Noel, or do you want to be Pine Sol Gumad Vito?
Pine Sol fresh with the. We grew up with Pine Sol in 1965. Well, you were alive in 1965. That's when Pine Sol was a big deal. Bitch, we used lemon pledge. We had our shit with lemon flavored. I grew up in the 80s and 90s.
So, guys, I just want to say thank you for the past year. Everybody listening and tuning in and being helpful with all your wonderful comments and everybody being very nice and supportive of the Big Vito brand, of Mr. and Mrs. It's been a great show. We definitely enjoy entertaining you. Thank you very much. Big things coming this year, wrestling. And why don't you tell them about the award I was nominated for?
You were more than nominated. You won a Lifetime Achievement Award that will be given out on May 7th in Morrisville or Morristown, New Jersey, 80s Wrestling Con, ISPW event. So Vito has won an Independent Wrestling Lifetime Achievement Award. So that's pretty good. And one of the Samoans was just added to your award too. So it's like a big deal. And I'm going to go. So we're going to be in New Jersey, May 7th. So come out to the 80s convention. Come out and watch Vito wrestle Nunzio as the FBI explodes. You guys are like the mega powers. Like, it's going to be amazing. So Vito in his dress, going to be wrestling Nunzio, receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'll be there with him. Really big things. You got a wrestling show here in Florida at the end of March, I believe.
Right, March 19th, I think. March 19th to 25th. And then I'm supposed to go back to wrestling on January 22nd. Back in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I just heard from them. So they're trying to plan something out now. So Vito's on the road, baby. Like, Vito is like making this shit happen. Plus, he's viral right now on TikTok. He has almost 100,000 views on his video of his comeback, where I thanked him for taking care of me for the 7 years that I have been really bad. Now we have a good support system, people that help here, so he can go and do the things that he wants to do. I want to thank a couple of people when I have the chance. Kevin Blunt, I'd like to thank. He is one of our Patreons. He's one of our top Patreons. So thank you, Kevin, for your support all year long. I want to thank Steph and Ashley. They're part of our support system here. And they help so Vito's able to go away, and they babysit me, basically. So I want to say a shout out to the Potato Land girls and thank them. Is there anybody else? I want to thank Mr. Vince Russo for keeping us on his brand. Homie Media for helping us all year long. Big Ray. Without Big Ray, this would be a difficult process for us to do. So thank you, Ray, for helping us and being such a good friend and brother.
And then I would like to thank all the guys on the Big Vito brand, the guys who do all the podcasting with me. Thank you too. We have Virtue. We have Brad Shepard. We have Jargo, and we have Matt. Thank you guys for being a part of the team. Greatly appreciate it.
Another big thing that we didn't even mention is that this week you're going to be sitting down with Bill Apter, and you're going to be doing an interview for Sportskeeda with Bill Apter about your comeback and your viral video and all that stuff, and taking care of your wife and all these things. And that's you're sitting down with him this week. We'll let you guys know when that interview is going to be available through Bill Apter and Sportskeeda.
All right. That does it for this week with Mr. and Mrs. You have 5 days to vote.
Magic Tea Spiller on Twitter.
All right. Peace out, guys. Love you.
Have a good one.
I got so many flavors in so many different places, you know? Yeah. They know Saturday night for the wise, Friday nights for the Gumas. They love